relationships, bonds, and shared experiences. Our connections shape our mental well-being and help us navigate life's challenges with ease and provide comfort. In today's fast-paced world, many of us turn to social media platforms to find, connect, and share our lives. These platforms have revolutionized how we communicate, offering instant access to people and information. But here's the paradox. While social media promises to bring us closer together, it can never truly replace the warmth of genuine human connection. Our brains are wired to release those magical hormones that alleviate stress and flood us with happiness when we interact with others face to face. It's nature's way of reminding us that we need real, tangible connections. Spending excessive hours on social media can leave us feeling lonelier and more isolated. The very technology that's designed to connect us can amplify the sense of disconnection, pushing us into a virtual world where authenticity is sometimes overshadowed by curated images and narratives. I'm Tony Yusuf. Welcome to Beautiful Mind. In this show, we will delve into Malaysia's mental health landscape. In each episode, journey with us through the diverse spectrum of mental health issues in Malaysia. Our mission is to challenge stigmas surrounding mental health. We'll discover unique stories, hurdles, and triumphs within our vibrant mental health community, fostering empathy, understanding, and acceptance. The internet and its technologies are becoming more widely used worldwide. Currently, we have more than 4.66 billion active internet users globally, constituting 60% of the global population, with the largest number of online users originating from Asia. Studies reported that more than 24.6 million Malaysians are social networking users on more than 2 social networks. The number of users keeps on growing every year. While the increase in technology use has made life easier, faster, and more connected, it has also given rise to problematic behaviors associated with internet usage. These include social media addiction, cyberbullying, and even personal data breaches and cybersecurity threats.
So social media is so accessible these days. Yeah. So I think over the years we've seen that internet penetration has really increased, especially in our country. Okay? Internet penetration is over 90% in Malaysia, the highest in Southeast Asia, and it's cheap. Yeah. I think if you remember last time you had to use dial-up internet. Now we have broadband, and mobile internet used to be expensive, but now you have unlimited mobile internet. So the fact that it's cheap and it's so easily accessible, we constantly engage with social media very easily through our phones, through our devices. And I think the sheer amount of time we spend on it really affects our mental health. Yeah, like all things, right? Too much of something is never a good thing, right? Yeah, so in terms of social media, there is a lot of effort by the companies, by the advertising companies, by the stakeholders in engaging with individuals. So if we take, for example, we have like the common social media platforms based on statistics. Statistics are Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. TikTok is the new one. So there is a lot of content. And now content doesn't just come from the stakeholders, it comes from the users themselves. So with this sheer amount of content, you can constantly engage, and because it's cheap, it's accessible on your phone, the content is so much, you can just go on and on and on, spending a lot of time on the internet. And it's been shown that based on the Malaysian statistics recently, Malaysians spend an average of 9 hours on the internet. And 3 hours is spent on social media, 3 hours is spent on video streaming. So that's a really long time. If you're sleeping for 8 hours and we're working for 8 hours, then it seems like the rest of our time is spent on social media and the internet. And that leads to a lot of issues actually. It looks like we don't have time for other things in life, and it's important to always strike a balance in that sense. So I think that's how it affects our mental health.
Here's a thought worth considering. If you're spending an excessive amount of time on social media and noticing feelings of sadness or dissatisfaction affecting your life, it might be time to reevaluate your online habits and strive for a healthier balance.
So when a person uses social media for too long, so one is the sheer amount of time spent on social media, so they no longer engage in other activities. So I guess the main one could be they're no longer doing what they need to do. For example, if the person is having a job or being a housewife or studying, they get distracted from this. Okay, so the focus shifts, or they're trying to do their work, but the constant urge or to check their social media or having those notifications is a distraction, and quality of work drops. So that's one distraction. The other one is when we use social media, we always tell ourselves that I'm using social media, meaning I'm engaging with everyone. I mean, I'm engaging with other people, right? I mean, I'm looking at watching something, or I'm reading about what my friends did, or watching a video, or maybe I'm chatting with a friend. But then again, what's the quality of this interaction? It seems to be a very low quality actually, and most of the time we are just passively scrolling. Are we actually interacting with anyone? We're just gaining a lot of information, but we're not actually talking to anyone. And that leads to another issue, because we are humans, and humans are very social, and we do need that social interaction. If we go back to a child, a baby for example, the bonding starts at breastfeeding, the touch, the looks, the sounds, and it goes on to, as the child develops, the child will coo at you, giggle, and then you have that interaction. So even as a child, it's innate that we are social, and that helps in our not just mental but also physical well-being. But all this is lost with social media. We spend a lot of time interacting with people online that we don't no longer meet people outside. We can no longer have interactions outside, or even if we do, it's a lot less. And a lot of times, because we're so engaged with social media, that even if we're with someone else, we're constantly looking at our phones. There's something that we need to look at or check on our phone. So that's also another issue.